accept Karen, please?
Yes.
Okay. And then everybody be able to move. You can slide your phone over with your thumb to a point where you see just Karen on the entire phone, and you don't see like sections of on the phone, just Karen. So just take your thumb and swipe it over if you have an iPhone until you see just a picture of Karen. So when Karen talks, it'll go to her, and then you'll be able to see her. You'll be able to see more of her rather than just a little thumbnail of her.
Yeah, good. Thank you. Yes, everyone, just stay muted. Just listen to my voice. So yoga is a way of life, okay? It's not about the physical practice. Yoga is a way of life about the choices we make, how we think, using our breath, the food we eat, the people we surround ourselves with, and the mindset of who we are. So we're gonna come to an easy seat. I would like you to remove the flesh from your sit bones. So seated on the ground, you wanna rock a little bit until you feel your two sit bones actually connect down to the earth. I'm gonna turn on where I'm at, perfect. So a big deal in yoga is the health of our spine. So I'd like you to imagine from your core, you take a nice big breath in to almost feel your belly button to spine. So you take a nice big breath in, inhale, take the breath all the way up through your lungs. Almost imagine as if the breath toward the exhale is coming out of the top of your head. So you're gonna inhale, nice big strong breath, strong spine, and allow the exhale just to visually leave the crown of your head. Place your hands on the top of your knees. Deep breath in and exhale it out. You can even close your eyes during this exercise. What's important is that we're using our inner vision. Wiggle your fingers and toes just a little bit. Let your shoulders soften as you maybe roll them back slightly. We just come into a few rounds of easy breath. Do not think about anything. The chatter of our mind will try to conquer us, but we're gonna let breath be our guide. Inhale here, nice tall spine, exhale out. Very easily, you're gonna inhale arms up through the sky, palms to touch. Lengthen nice and tall. And exhale, pressing your palms together, keep your hands together and bringing your thumbs to heart center, making the connection of your thumb on your hearts. Take an inhale here and exhale out. Inhale, sweep your back up through the sky, palms to touch. Lengthen, stacking the vertebrae on top of each other. Beautiful. Keep your palms together. Go ahead and just turn over to the right. So a little bit of a twist to the right. Nice. Keep your palms together. Maybe your thumbs are crossing each other. Now take your gaze under your left armpit. A little bit of movement with the head under the arm. That little bit of stretch. Inhale through center. Again, lengthen the spine as if someone were pulling you from your fingertips. And exhale over to the left this time. Oblique stretch here. So if you have your elbows micro bent, that's fine. Go ahead and lift them. Bend to the left. Take your gaze under your right armpit. Inhale back through center. And now we're going to check our arms. Bring your arms out like a cactus or a goalpost. Wiggle your toes here. Big breath, nice and tall. And on the exhale, twist to the left. Stay here in this spinal twist. Another breath in. And on the exhale, towards center. Inhale, big breath here. And on the exhale, twist toward the right. So what here is you're feeling that spinal twist, the lower back, the muscles toward the top. Just keep it nice and simple here. Inhale through center. Sweep your arms all the way up through the sky. And this time, we're going to place our palms on top of our knees. If you're seated on the ground, that's fine. If you're on a chair, it's going to work the same way. Hands on your knees. You're going to inhale, scoop your belly forward. Beautiful cow posture. So notice my lower back has this little bit of a back bend. And on the exhale, your belly button to spine coming into cat. Keeping your hands on your knees, but accentuating this belly button to spine. Inhale, breath forward. Beautiful cow posture, opening through the heart, throat chakra, sending your head back, and on the exhale, chin chest. One breath, one movement. Imagine your body being a wave in the ocean. Inhale, the wave coming in toward the shore. Let your heart be open. Breathe, take your head back. Let the exhale into the wave coming back in toward the ocean, retracting what it needs, but leaving behind what doesn't serve it. Again, one more time. Inhale. Cow, come forward. Really stretch through the neck. Get on the exhale into cat. Beautiful. We're going to pause here for a moment, yogis, and we're going to do a little bit of breath work. Keep your palms on top of your knees. Roll your shoulders back. Be aware of your fingers. No judgment. Toes. Make gentle movements with your fingers and toes. Now we're going to take a beautiful breath in up through the pelvic floor. So nice big breath in. Raising up through the diaphragm, filling your lungs, and hold it for 3, 2, 1. Exhale out of your mouth, gentle. We do this 4 more times in your own breath rhythm. Inhale, drawing the breath up through the pelvic floor, rising the diaphragm, filling your lungs. Pause on the count of 3, 2, 1, and exhale. And as you're doing that, I'm going to encourage you the power of breath. You are in control of the air that enters into the body, into the lungs, that releases endorphins in the brain and releases anything that can serve you on a neurological level. One more breath here. And pause. Exhale. Beautiful job, everyone. From here, we're going to take our right arm up. Right arm rises. Lengthen as you breathe with your fingers up toward the sky. And the exhale, place your right palm on your on your left ear. Gentle twist over to the right. Stay here. Again, take another breath in. On the exhale, gently guide that left ear down so you're feeling that pull, that stretch through the side of your left neck there. And then inhale, rise. Place your right palm on top of your knee. We take a tall breath in, stack vertebrae on your spine. Exhale, chin to chest. Let your head be heavy, bring your chin to your chest. Stay here for a full round of breath. Inhale, taking the breath up through the pelvic floor, rising the diaphragm, filling the lungs, and gentle exhale. Inhale, crown the head up toward the sky as we lengthen through the left arm. Fingertips are toward the sky. Big breath in, smile on your face. On the exhale, left palm to right ear and bow over to the left. What we're doing here is using our own graceful nurturing toward our bodies. Your left hand is gently on your ear. Take an inhale here. On the exhale, just guide it a little bit further. Feel the beautiful stretch. Right center. Your body's just releasing, let it go. Inhale through center, yogis. Both arms up through the sky. Interlace your fingers here. I'm just going to turn myself around for you to see that. Fingers are interlaced and they're put right behind your head. Take your elbows out. Elbows are out to the side. Inhale here, and on the exhale, draw elbows together, chin down toward your chin. Now, this posture is known to be challenging because you've got to stay here. Keeping your head down, keep your elbows in, allowing the spine to curve. Take another breath in. Gently exhale, allow the body to melt a little bit further in front of you in the seated forward fold. Another inhale. Exhale, softly. Beautiful. Inhale, and still behind your head. Take the elbows out as if they were butterfly wings, nice and strong. Inhale here. Exhale, left. A little bit of a twist here in the waist. We're working on detoxification and elimination. Inhale through center, exhale to the right. And then you can just take your arms out a little bit here. We're going to do some twists. If you're seated on a chair, then that's fine. And if you're on the ground, that's how we're going to do it. So if you're in a chair, you're going to hang over. If you're seated on the ground, legs are crossed. If you have any knee problems, gently rub your knees for a little like self-massage and encourage. Again, self-care, self-love. We take our right arm behind us. Right arm comes behind us like a kickstand, okay? Now watch where I am. I'm inhaling this nice tall spine, right shoulder back slightly. Left arm all the way up to the sky. On the exhale, we place our left hand on our right. Take a deep, tall breath in through center, and on the exhale, twist right. Beautiful spinal twist, taking your gaze over your right shoulder. Stay here for another round of breath. Inhale up through the pelvic floor. And exhale. Inhale back through center as you sweep your arms up through the sky. Palms to touch, exhale through your heart. And we do that on the opposite side. Left arm comes behind us as a little kickstand. Notice my shoulders forward, but I want to bring my shoulders tall, roll it back. Stacking each vertebrae on top of each other. Inhale, right arm rises up through the sky. On the exhale, place your right palm on your left knee. Now we're going to take a gentle twist. Notice my body, I'm twisting. I'm literally wringing out my inside organs. Take your gaze over my left shoulder. If you're new to this, just feel your body. It's just awareness, no judgment. Big breath in. And exhale out. Rise the arms back up through the sky, encouraging the beautiful reverse blood flow back to the heart. And exhale by pressing your palms together through your heart. We're going to go ahead and extend our legs long if you're on the ground. And if you're seated, you're going to bend your right knee and just place your left ankle on top of the other. Seated in a chair. If you're on the ground, both legs are straight. So elimination is so important for the body. We need to eliminate and detox everything out of us, from sweat to elimination from the food and digestion. So inhale, arms come up to the sky. On the exhale, you're going to bring your left arm behind you, right hand to right, twist on the ground. If you're seated, your right bent, left ankle is over the, you're still twisting in the chair. Now I want you to close your eyes here. Take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, twist a little bit more in your twist. Notice your body, feel what you're feeling, no judgment, but you're gonna feel some tension, some tightness, some back. We have to get out of our comfort zone in order to allow the body and mind to release what we do not need, especially through elimination. Another breath in, exhale, twist. On your next inhale, come. If you're on the ground, micro bend your knees, tilt to your knees. Inhale, arms up through the sky. Exhale, fold forward into a beautiful forward fold. If you're seated on a chair, you're going to separate your feet hip-width distance apart. Take your arms up through the sky and just melt forward, allowing your head and your hands to meet the ground. Wherever you are at, in either position, this is our forward fold. We're descending our heart forward. We're surrendering to our thoughts. We're allowing the body to reignite, to be reborn within us through gentle movement of our mindset. The breath is guiding us, the mind will follow, and the body will do what we allow it to do. Big breath in here. On the exhale, open your mouth, loud mouth exhale. 2 more. Inhale through the nose. And let it go. 1 more. If you're on the ground, release the micro bend in your knees, straighten your legs, walk your legs out. Take your arms up through the sky. If you're in your chair, come up slowly, stacking the vertebrae. Bring your hands together, drop your heart. We're gonna come into 2 more twists here. What we're doing is literally bringing out the internal organ. Inhale, all arms up through the sky, palms to touch. Take your gaze up toward your fingers. It's called your. Use your eyes as guidance. On the exhale, watch your hands as they come through heart center. The palms and the thumbs to your heart. Namaste, bow forward. Surrendering and honoring yourself. Inhale, back to center. Sweep your arms up through the sky. Take your gaze to your wrists, to your fingers. Place your palms together and exhale through center. As you bow in this surrender to yourself. Inhale up through center. Yogis, rise up to the sky. This time on the exhale, left arm comes behind you, right arm nice and tall. Bend your left knee. Right elbow on the outside of the knee and pause. If you're seated, you're going to bend your left knee and cross it over the right. If you're on the ground, you're bending your knee where your left foot's on the ground. Right elbow on the outside of your left knee. Big breath here. Stay here for 3 rounds of breath. If you are seated, you're going to have your ankle on right knee, holding on to the side of the chair, right arm up, place it on the knee and twist. What amazes me about twists is it doesn't look like much, but truly every internal organ is being run out. You're igniting your liver, digestive system, your colon, just getting things wrong. That detoxification is working. Your mind and brain are telling your body something's going on. We need to get things moving. Take another breath in. Gaze over your left shoulder, yogis. Let it go. Release your leg down. If you're on the ground, walk your legs out. Take if you're seated, come up onto your toes. Pedal your feet back and forth, and we'll begin on the opposite side. All seats, taking your core in. It's like a giant shoelace, and someone's tying it up so nice and tight. Everything's coming towards center. Inhale here as you bend your right knee. If you're seated, bend your right knee, right ankle on top of left. Right arm comes behind us. Inhale, nice and tall, yogis. Big breath. Stretch with the left arm. Inhale, take it to the outside of the right knee and twist. It's a very powerful pose. You're controlling and staying in quiet form, in stillness, allowing the physical body to be still, encouraging the mind to be open and quiet and still, and listening to the power of your breath that neurologically helps you send messages to every cell of the body, well, to restore, to be clean, and to let go. Big breath in here. Exhale, turn over the right shoulder. Stay strong here, warriors. You're in beautiful posture. One more breath in. On the exhale, release. If you're seated, let go of your foot, place it on the ground, walk your feet out, inhale all the way up, bringing hands to your heart. We come into butterfly pose on the ground. This is another amazing posture. Butterfly pose encourages us to draw our feet, our heels toward the pelvic floor. So you make a canopy with your hands, slip them under your feet, and literally track your heels closer to the pelvic floor that are bottom here. Wherever you're at, you're beautiful, just let it be. Let your knees open up. Take a deep, tall breath. Notice how I'm exaggerating here. I'm pressing the hip on the ground, but coming up with this nice, tall spine, stacking my vertebrae. Pausing for a moment, taking my gaze forward, and on whatever's right in front of me. Take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, bring your chin to your chest. If you are seated, both feet are on the ground, hip width. Take your palms and place them on top of your knees. Take a deep breath in, draw your chin towards your chest. Inhale here as your feet or the ground away with the pelvic floor, lifting up through the diaphragm, filling your lungs, drawing your chin to your chest. Now listen to your breath. Inhale and exhale out of your nose. Again, take your breath in through your nose. And as you exhale out of your nose, you're going to come into this ujjayi, oceanic, yogatic breath where you start to feel vibration in the throat. This breathing technique helps especially in times of stress. Our bodies become stressed from so many different angles of the environment, from our thoughts, from other people, from what we eat, to our lack of exercise, to our lack of belief within ourselves. So when you listen to your breath, that's your power, that's your breath of life. Fill the lungs up, exhale out of the nose, this beautiful vibration through the throat. Inhale here toward the sky. Release your feet. Bring your knees together. If you're seated, take both knees over to the left. Nice and gentle, just stack your knees. Don't think about it. rest. You're going to take your right hand towards your right hip, and I want you to press down. Kind of give yourself this little bit of a massage. If you're seated, you can do the same thing. Hand to hip and just add that pressure. Ignite the fascia around the muscle. Right? Trying to give yourself a little self-massage here. One more time. Increasing blood flow. If you're seated on the ground, left hand comes behind you. Inhale, right arm rises. We're coming into another twist. This time, right hand onto left hip. Twist generously over the left side. So it looks like both knees are stacked, and I'm twisting here. Press the ground away with the left palm and just twist. The hand on the belly. Bring your belly button to spine so you're tucking in and urging the abdominals to tighten and just twist over the left shoulder. Now sweep your right arm all the way to the sky. Take your gaze up towards your fingers. And then exhale, watch your right hand come back to connect to your left hip and twist. Beautiful. Inhale this big, beautiful breath up. Let your right arm come up. Maybe open it up a little bit further, encouraging the right arm to fall back. And then exhale. Take your gaze to your fingers as you bring your hand to your left hip and twist. Now walk your hands all the way to the front. Both palms are going to come down. And then just exhale by walking your hands out a little bit in front of you and chest. It's a little bit of a surrendering posture. Inhale, crown of the head up toward the sky. Push that ground away with your hand. Send your head back to the space between your shoulders. Inhale, crown of the head draws toward this earth, chin to chest. If you're seated, you're doing the same thing. Hands are on the top of your knees, and all you're doing is taking your breath, taking your head back to the space between your shoulders, and on the exhale, bringing your chin to chest, belly button to spine. We're always creating this movement of encouragement through the digestive system, through our internal organs. It's one thing to observe, be the observer, to see yourself in the mirror. But if you close your eyes, that internal vision sees oneself for what one truly is. One more time. Inhale, crown of the head up. And this time you're going to walk your hands back, yogis, as we gently, whenever you get there, take your legs out in front of you. If you're seated, come up on top of your toes and pedal your feet back and forth. If you're on the ground, legs straight. Inhale, arms up through the sky, palms to touch. We always lengthen through the spine, creating that vertebrae stacking for helping the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Don't think about it, just fold at the waist. Let your palms go wherever they are. Inhale, one vertebrae at a time, coming up to a nice tall spine. Arms rise up to the sky. Whether your eyes are closed or open, take your gaze, your drifting up toward your fingers. Put your palms together as you release your hands through the center, your thumbs to her. Take a big breath in here and hold it for 3, 2, 1. Loud mouth. Bend your knees, yogi, as we transition to the side. Carefully coming to this easy seat. Knees are going to stack on top of each other, and if they don't, okay. Just let your feet be soft. Left arm comes behind you as like a little kickstand. We take our left arm, sweep it all the way up. Take your gaze up to your fingers, and on the exhale, watch your hand as it meets your right hip, and gently twist as you gaze over your right shoulder. Stay here in the twist, yogis. This is a nice, intense detoxification. Big breath in. Stay in your twist, exhale out. One more time, breath in. And let it go. Inhale, left arm up. Take your gaze up. Maybe this you lean back a little bit, watching your left arm open as your shoulder is, and then exhale, bring it all the way through, taking it toward your right hip. And again, inhale. As you begin to do these gentle twists, not only are you creating breath one movement, but notice your stillness. You're being present in the space that you're at, not allowing anything to interfere, but your breath to guide you and keeping your heart and your mind. Exhale, left hand to right hip and twist. Walk your hands down toward the earth. Bring them towards the center, wherever you may be. Take a deep breath in as you press the way, if you're seated, hands are on your knees. Exhale, everybody, chin to chin. Inhale as you open the throat and send the heart forward. Take your head to the space between your shoulders. Exhale, chest, one breath, one movement. One more time, inhale all the way up. And exhale, chin to chest. Gently walk your hands back, and I'd like you to come to a gentle seat, whatever that looks like to you. In yoga, we offer so many different breathing techniques that help to calm the mind. But remember, what we think, and there's many rules of thumb I live by, but what's on the end of your fork determines health. No judgment, but what we need to do is allow ourselves to be the beautiful selves that we are, encourage us as the visionary, see what's inside, and to take complete surrender of what doesn't serve us, let our bodies be so that our minds can be free and we can be guided to better health. I'd like you to place your hands on top of your knees, roll your shoulders back. From here, we're going to take a nice breath through the pelvic floor. Remember, keeping your core nice and tight as if it was a giant shoelace and someone just tying you nice and tight and bringing all this in, okay? So everything's in. Beautiful breath in. On the exhale, take your gaze over your right shoulder. Pause here, exhale. Inhale that beautiful breath up through the pelvic floor, filling up the lungs. Exhale, twist a little bit more, just with your neck over your right shoulder. Inhale through center yogis, and on the exhale, surrender your chest. A minor bowing forward and honoring yourself. Inhale, crown of the head up. Take that breath pelvic floor, fill the diaphragm, the lungs, a big loud mouth exhale. A soft smile on your face. Inhale, breath up the pelvic floor, and on the exhale, jump your head over your left shoulder. Exhale here. Big breath in. One more exhale, just take your gaze over your left shoulder further. Inhale towards center and exhale. And bring crown to the head up toward the eye. We're going to take our fingers, you just need your pinky and your thumb. So tuck your 3 fingers in and just use your pinky and your thumb. Right thumb on top of right nostril. So close your right nostril with your right thumb. Left nostril is open. We take a breath in through left nostril. Inhale through the left. Take it as far as you can, and then close it with your pinky. Release the right nostril and exhale out of it. In your own timing, take a breath in through the right side. Close with right thumb, release with your pinky, and exhale. One more time. Inhale left. Close with pinky, release with right, and exhale. And now we pause. Both palms on top of your knees. Let your shoulders roll back gently. Let your back talk, almost like you're going to slouch a little bit, just the whole body down. Inhale here. Exhale, hinge forward with your body seated around the ground. Start to allow your head and your front body just forward. Let your head be heavy. You're going to feel a lot of stretching through the thighs, the legs, the hamstrings. Roll your shoulders further just a little bit more. Let the head be super heavy. Let all those thoughts that are holding you back be released. And let this practice be a new igniting of your new journey for positive mindset, releasing stress, detoxing, and fulfilling that urge for elimination. Inhale, crown of the head up toward the sky. Take your arms all the way up. And exhale, hands through your heart. We're going to pause here just for a moment. So if you're seated in a chair or on the ground, maybe you want to have your legs crossed. Maybe you want to release your legs long, whatever feels good to you. Comfortable here. And then whatever you're doing, palms on top of your knees, let your shoulders roll back. And we're going to stay here in stillness for about 5 to 7 rounds of breath. The importance of this posture is to find softness with stillness. Anything that you're holding in your body will feel tightening. So this is to encourage you to be still in the moment, in the space you created, and to allow your body to just be, and to let your breath guide you. So keep a nice, easy, soft, tall spine, shoulders rolled back. Take a big breath. And exhale. Exhale. This is a soft, gentle meditation practice of just taking a few minutes still to be in the moment and to let your breath. Three more rounds of breath. One more. Inhale through the nose. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. Sweep your arms up through the sky. Palms to exhale through your heart. Take a breath in as you open both hands like you're opening a book. Place both hands, back of the hands together. Down, swim forward. Open. Fix palms up toward the sky. Inhale, rise up. Palms to touch. Exhale, hands through your heart. Inhale, open your hands like a book. Take back of the hands together. Dive down, swim. Always moving forward in your destination that you're reaching for wellness. Arms up through the sky and hands through your heart as we bow forward. The light, the love, the teacher in me honors, respect, grateful, humble to share this beautiful practice of awareness, vision, detoxification with the light, the love, the teacher in you. Be well, take time, be healthy. Namaste. So as simple as this introduction was to a little bit of movement and a little bit of twist, yoga is a lifestyle. It's not just the physical practice, but it's one breath with one movement. Whether you've practiced yoga before or today was your first time, every practice is different because it takes you from the beginning of a journey to the end of a journey. I'm just gonna look at the time really quick. 8:14, okay, so of course I went over as usual. I absolutely love being in the present moment. I encourage you all this evening before you go to bed and you're laying in bed, just fall into a Shavasana. Shavasana practice, they call it the corpse pose. It's the end of the day journey, and all you do is just lie flat on your bed, place your palms up toward the sky, and just let yourself breathe. You could take your left hand to your heart, your right hand to your belly. Take some easy breaths, feeling your heartbeat and feeling that igniting of the belly rising with your breath. You're alive. You're in the present moment. Let your mind be free and detox everything. We are what we think. And so you guys can unmute yourselves, or maybe Jovi, you can unmute. Does anyone have any questions for me? This is just, I'm so thrilled to be here and honored that Christopher invited me to be a part of this amazing community to help you know that what's happening in your life, taking time for yourself, over time, your physical will change, but mentally is what we're working on. Does anybody have any questions?
Karen, can you explain two things? The purpose of detoxifying and also what endorphins are?
Absolutely. So the purpose of detoxification, on a very just basic level that I could easily explain this, detoxification is letting go. It's a release. So when we work out, we sweat. That's detoxifying. The body's literally working up a sweat, and you're detoxifying through the body through sweat. Okay, you're eliminating the toxins in your body. So there's a lot of little free radicals in the body. They're all over the place, and they're all like this, right? If they're flying around, but you need it to somehow. Bad ones have to come to the body. So by working with sweat, you're sweating it out. By meditating, you're detoxing the mind, the positive. Yoga, you're creating the twists and the movements that are going to encourage the internal organs for elimination to go to the bathroom properly. Detoxifying is so important, even to the point of eliminating certain people out of your life that are negative. They can even be family. You can still love them from afar, but don't have to associate with them, because what they're adding to your life might be stress, right? We're here to reduce stress. So detoxifying is literally cleaning out your body, your life, your world from things that just don't serve you. Drinking water is a huge importance. I mean, I carry my water bottle. I fill 4 of them up in the morning. I drink them throughout the day, and then I refill them as I'm done with one, and I'm drinking about 8 of them a day just to clean up the body. Endorphins are, I love talking about endorphins. Endorphins are just your endorphins, your body, that get lit up, help the brain get stimulated to just think positively. No matter what happens in life, if you've been diagnosed with a disease, whatever, I know cancer, diabetes, something, depression, bipolar, whatever it might be, autoimmune disease, right? You've been diagnosed with something, okay? That's okay. We're here to work at detoxifying, cleansing the body. When you exercise, these endorphins, happy endorphins, like happy hormones, go to your brain, and it just releases negativity, the bad thoughts. If you don't do any exercise, any physical exercise, and I'm starting at the basic, walking is exercise. You can walk to lose weight. As you walk, those endorphins are stimulating the brain neurologically to think positively. It's very important. We become very complacent, become very comfortable in our comfort zone of, I want to do this. I want to exercise, or maybe I don't like to exercise. We can walk. Walking's exercise. Drinking water is healthy. A little small time. We just about 40 minutes of just listening to some gentle guidance to encourage the body, to stimulate the endorphins that go to the brain neurologically and just help those happy thoughts.
Now, during this process of detoxifying the body with the twists of the body, does that also help eliminate constipation? Because a lot of diabetics do have constipation problems because of nutrient deficiencies and low thyroid function, several other.
Absolutely. I encourage you all. You can even do this, and I'm just going to speak very transparent to you. When you're going to the bathroom and you're sitting on the toilet, if both feet are on the ground, right? Like on the ground, you're literally sitting on the toilet. So just pretend that I am. My feet are bent. You can literally twist your body. So as you're trying to eliminate and go to, literally take your hand, like a little fist, or you can place them together, or you can even just kind of twist one hand behind on the toilet. You're literally wringing out, and it will help to push out of the body. Actually, just twist while you're there. Constipation is a problem. I actually had years of constipation due to stress. What got me moving? Simple yoga moves. Literally drinking water and watching what I ate. I stayed away from sugary foods that were high in inflammation that cause constipation. I don't know what you guys can actually eat or do, but I'm a huge believer in magnesium. There's a product called Calm. I add it to my water. The magnesium helps to loosen up and go to the bathroom. Prunes are an old-fashioned trick, but if you could eat prunes either by themselves or stew them a little bit with a little bit of water, helps just bring in that fiber into your body. Another move I want to show you, you don't have to do it, but it's just called a simple cat-cow. You take your knees apart, and when you drop your belly, and then you draw your belly button to internal organs, just really getting everything inside of you moving. But you have to move. You have to walk. Walking, light yoga that we did here today, and drinking water will help you with constipation. If you're not moving, it's not going to get moving through you. So the encouragement of the twists to help wring things out and just get the body moving. If you have a treadmill, you have no excuses. Get on that treadmill every day, 15 to 20 minutes. And now that the weather's nice, no excuses. You can walk up and down your block. You know, you don't have to go anywhere fancy. Walk around your block 4 times, whatever you can allow, but you have to get the body moving. Another good trick is that you can lay on your back. And I used to do this when my kids were babies, and my oldest, 28, has a constipation problem still. Get on your back, draw one knee in towards your chest, right? The side, and open it up. bringing your knee releasing out, bringing it, pausing everything inside to like just get moving, just kind of break everything inside of you. You have to move. I don't know if this is appropriate for me to say, but I'm not one for just running to the drugstore and getting a product to help me. I want my body naturally to work. And so by these twists and this movement, and if you can be standing, I mean, if you're standing up and just take your knees up and walk them down, just coming into some paddling, you have to do this every day, a couple times a day, to get everything inside you that's going to move, to loosen up, to eliminate. It's huge. It's so important.
I'm sorry, could you redo that, the exercise you just did on the ground? I think the camera wasn't facing you, so.
Oh, okay. Okay, so can you see me now? Yeah?
Yeah.
I'll go on my spine. So you just lay down. Okay, just come down. Right, you're gonna bend your knees. Okay, I'm gonna take my left leg long. I'm gonna bring my right knee in toward my chest. So you can take your hands on the outside of your knee, tuck it way up. You gotta tuck it up so you feel the top of the leg onto the chest.
Okay.
And now I'm gonna take my left hand, top of my right knee, and twist it over. And you take your gaze right. This is called supine twist. I do these in the morning. I do about 10 in the morning on each side and then 10 at night. It literally gets things moving. And then you're gonna go ahead and stretch the right leg, bend the left knee in, tuck it in nice and tall. Right hand on outside of left knee and twist it over.
Yeah, that stretch right over there, I do every single day. It feels so good in your lower back and your hip.
Yep, the hip stretching here, my lower back. I can actually feel that little arch, and it's amazing. And you can take your palm facing up, take your gaze over to the side, lengthen. You know, don't be placed, let your arm go. Lengthen it out. Experience your body, feel all the muscles through the chest. I like to take my knees in nice like this. Place my hands gently on top. I rock back and forth. Coming into this little bit of a crunch absolutely helps the internal organs, the colon, everything inside. You can take your arms out to the side and just kind of gently keep your knees together, make this gentle movement. Yeah, that's called supine twists and some twists. I'm actually sweating doing that because I do them so intensely, where I'm taking my breath in and going in. You have to get moving in order for the body to eliminate. Watching what you're eating, drinking water, but you have to move. No, my brother has some issues and a lot of medication for epilepsy, and constipation is a big problem for him. He might go to the bathroom twice a week. And I said to him, you've got to start moving. So where he lives, there's a treadmill, and he's walking on it now 20 minutes a day, and he's seeing more elimination because the body needs to move. And I actually got him doing some twists, and it's helping him. So yeah, if you're not moving, if you're not moving, think of it this way. If you're not moving physically, what's inside you is not going to move. And if you're stress eating, or you're, eating high foods and sugar, everything's going to get clogged up. Think of your body like a pipe. We clean it out, right? You're going to use water to do it, but you need food and fiber and, just some movements, and you'll go.
Now, Karen, fiber is a huge problem with this group because we do food journals up as well, and nobody gets near the amount, even the minimum amount of fiber. I've been trying to get them shooting for 30 to 40 grams of fiber per day. They're getting maybe 10. So the fiber is extremely important. Now, when you're constipated and that stuff stays inside you, that's toxins. Your body doesn't want that. That's why it's called waste. Your body wants to get rid of it, but if you're not getting rid of it, that stuff is rotting inside you, and it's causing inflammation, and it's causing a lot more problems. So we need to really get this problem taken care of. The prunes, I wouldn't really go with. I would go with the avocado.
Okay.
But what other foods or drinks that are sugar-free, diabetic friendly, that have a lot of fiber in, that you know of?
That's a good question, because at working with so many different people, I could actually look that up and send it to you, and you can send it to the, but I will tell you this, there is a product called, I think it's called Beneficial,
or something over the counter that actually one of my doctors, my brother's doctor, prescribed for him to take it just over the counter, fiber, or a Miralax, and they just mix it and they take. I like natural things, so I'll look into that. But you know what, Christopher? It just came to mind. Avocado oil. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, coconut oil. A teaspoon of coconut oil is amazing because you're going to get the coconut oil actually helps too with elimination. For me, my advice to you, and I'm learning more about with, diabetes, well, because I have so many clients that are on natural products, is you have to get moving. You've got to drink the water. I have clients I work with that don't like water. Okay, I get it. But you can add a little bit of fruit to your water, maybe like an orange slice, a little bit of watermelon or something that's in season to flavor it. But you've got to drink that at moving. Would you recommend dates at all? I know that dates work too. Those are high in fiber as well.
Yeah, it's super high in sugar. Anything that's dried, anything that's really, really ripe, like a banana. Or banana doesn't have so much sugar in it when it's green, and as it ripens, becomes brown. It becomes more and more fermented, so it becomes more. So keep things that are more. Me personally, with the group, everybody needs to get rid of fruit in this group because fruit is what's causing high triglycerides, and it's also causing a lot of other problems. So I'm really on the no fruit right now until they got the medications and they get their A1C down to a normal. But
Sweet potatoes are good. Sweet potatoes have a lot of fiber in them.
See, that's another problem is that sweet potatoes are a starchy vegetable. So starch is long chains of glucose, and that's what their problem is. They have too much glucose in their system, need to get rid of it. So we're just having kind of a problem with this. There are some products out there I brought to the group for fiber. Josie, the bag that I showed, Josie, and Martha, is from, let me go get it. It's actually from Whole Foods. It's relatively cheap.
Okay.
It's $9 for a bag. I mean, it lasts me a week, probably lasts you guys 2 weeks, but it's keto friendly. And this is it. It's got 7 grams of fiber per serving. Plus it's got a chocolate flavor to it. It's got cocoa in it.
Oh, yeah.
So it gets rid of that, it helps settle that craving for chocolate. And it's keto friendly, so it's low in carbs. It's very, very low in sugar, and it's got a fair amount of protein and a fair amount of fiber in there. But there's other products. I need to look for more products. I just thought you might have known of some kind of foods besides fruits that would have fiber. I know like celery is great for fiber. Anything that's got a lot of strands in it, like celery, when you break it, those kind of strands, those are all fiber.
What about like a summer squash, like a spaghetti squash?
Yeah, I would have to look into that, see if that's a starchy vegetable.
Yeah. And what do you think about that Calm product? Have you ever looked into that? Calm?
I've never heard of it, so I'll have to look into it and see what it is.
I think I actually have it in the fridge. I could run and just show you guys really quick. But my daughter takes that because my daughter has she has go for Clonix to go to the bathroom. She has some issues colon-wise, but this Calm product is at Whole Foods, and I'll run and show it. The little magnesium product, you mix it with water, there's a berry flavor, you will go to the bathroom. Magnesium helps to push things out and have that in. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna go run and get that bottle. Hold on a second.
Sure. Does anybody have any questions for her? As far as this is the reason I want to get her involved with it is because we need to get your stress levels down. Everybody has stress, no matter who you are. So it's just learning how to control it. And this is one way to manage your stress because it really focuses in a true yoga session. Like this was just a beginner, but if you get more and more involved with it, it's all about breathing in and focusing on your breathing so you can forget about the outside world and just focus on the inside of you so we can get rid of the stress, lower that stress level down. But also it's a huge detoxifier, as she was saying. Anything that's going to twist your body is sort of like wringing a towel out when it's wet and wringing all the water out of it. It's the same thing as what you're doing in your body. You're wringing those toxins out of you.
Yeah, this is what it is. It's a natural calm, a relaxing magnesium supplement, the anti-stress drink, vegan, verified non-GMO, restores healthy magnesium levels. And this is what it looks like, calm.
Okay. And that's over at Whole Foods?
Yeah, it's at Whole Foods. You can actually, I think, get it at like Fruitful Yield. I've seen it before. It has, okay, this is awesome. It's serving size 2, so it's 2 teaspoons. Serving size per container is 56 servings. And it is, the magnesium is 305 of magnesium. And the magnesium products help to eliminate. I've seen it in my brother on high medication. I've seen it on my daughter who has not any medication, but her stress level from her job is extremely, it's like, it's what's in your mind. You're under all these deadlines and all of this, and how we're feeling like this, we're keeping all that in is what's holding us in here. We have to reduce that. And when you think about it, and you're right, Christopher, the fruit, okay, for some people that doesn't work, I get it, but water works, okay? You've got to get that water in your body. Movement works. These simple twists, I mean, I'm telling you, in the beginning, you have to commit to yourself. This is a commitment. And you know, I commend Christopher tremendously because he is so committed to help people, but we have to do the work at home. So just these simple twists, when you feel your body moving this way, you can even take your hand on your stomach, guide your belly over, hold on to your hip and get that twist in. I'm telling you, it's like, this is what's happening inside. The body is now like, okay, what's happening? The endorphins are now rushing and your body's feeling something better, but you have to get moving. I can't impress this enough upon you. And even if you're home, I'm going to show you on my phone. Be careful if you have any balance issues, but just hold on to the wall this way. Take your knees up, right up to your chest, bring them down. This walking motion, again, it's just like being on the ground, tucking the knee into the chest. You can bring yourself down and a simple twist. I'm telling you, all this is so good for the body and for your spinal health. But you have to move and you've got to drink the water and you have to listen to what works best for your body. The more natural, the better. And we're all capable of doing it. I've come recently in my own life within the last month. Nothing holds us back but excuses in ourselves. And we encourage you to take charge of your life now because you can take charge of it and you can change your life by your mindset, your belief, and your consistency. And a huge part of it's consistency. But this is totally safe for you guys. It's making things really good. No preservative, and it's great.
Karen, send me a picture of it, please.
Oh, what?
Send me a picture of it when you have a time, so
Oh, yeah,
I
I
can
will.
send it.
Okay. Yep, I
Or
will.
hold on.
Karen, does that say anything about trying to like level out what's best for you? Because I know if you have too much magnesium in you, it'll send you directly to the bathroom.
Well, okay, and that's a good point. So I never take anything first. So if it says 2 teaspoons for myself, start with half a teaspoon and see how it goes.
Right.
Because you're right. If you're very toxic, and here's another thing. When I sweat now, I don't even have any odor in my body. This has come over the years. But when I sweat, I don't even have an odor to my body because I'm cleaning out my body. I'm detoxing constantly. I'm moving every day. I'm drinking water. I'm watching what I'm eating. I'm going through all that. I don't even smell anymore. Like there's no odor because I have toxins. Everybody does, but to take a product full force, if you haven't tested it, always test it out small and always work with your doctor. You know, my daughter's doctor, I said, take this to her. If you can take it, see what she says. You always want to work with your doctor, but you are right. If you take too much and then you're running to the bathroom, that's good. But if you're at work, that isn't going to work. I would start small. No kidding. This says here, 2 teaspoons. Honestly, I would start with half a teaspoon. You have nothing to lose. Take half a teaspoon for a few days, see how you feel, and then up it up a little bit. That would be my recommendation with anything. Start small and work your way up to see how your body reacts to it. But then
Hi,
the other,
Oh, I'm sorry. This is Anna. I was just going to say I looked up top 9 high fiber vegetables, And artichokes has 6.9 grams in raw artichoke. And parsnips have 6.5 grams in a cup. So, and apparently chanterelles has 2.1, which is not a lot, but it's still better than none. So I'll send this over to Jovi, and if Chris, if you want to like cull through it, or it's just a quick chart, nothing major, nothing big, just a little chart.
Yeah, that would be great.
Oh,
Send it
thanks.
to me.
I just had an idea. So celery, you know what I mean, celery's, I love celery and artichokes. So if you buy an artichoke, you know, not in oil, just a plain artichoke in a jar, like no oil, no spices. Take artichokes, chop them up with, you know, some celery and maybe like a little coconut oil mixed in there, a little avocado oil. You could add maybe a tiny little bit of pepper to it and like have that as a snack. Like it's literally researching different ways. I eat artichokes all the time. I love them. I throw them in salads. I could eat them myself. That's really good to know. I wonder about olives. I wonder how olives are. But yeah, that's amazing. I encourage you guys to even yourself, you know, Christopher is amazing and he's here guiding you, but I'm a big advocate. I do some presentations for a company where I talk on being your best advocate for yourself and taking accountability for your own health. If we give our health to our doctor and put our lives in their hands, what are we doing? We need to take accountability. Being in this group, it's amazing. I'm so proud of all of you, and I'm so excited to be a part of this community because we're being advocates for ourselves, researching, getting on the computer. What's high in fiber? What can I eat with being on medication or diabetes? Research, be that person that takes initiative for yourself so you have your accountability. And you're adding that commitment to you and to this whole community because it's not working alone, you're working together with people. I think that's amazing. So you want to get the movement, you want to drink the water, you want to see what's high for you, what's good for you, fiber-wise, vegetable-wise, and tweak your diet, guys. I am not big on sugar. Sugar is inflammatory. Sugar can add to the constipation. Cut it back. Slowly start to wean yourself to a point where you don't need it, you know, just natural. And it's all doable, but you have to stay.
Cool. I think we learned a lot today. I think thanks so much for joining us and keep putting us through one of your sessions, Karen, and contributing your expertise with health, with everybody. There's things that certainly I don't know everything. I know that for a fact. And I enjoy having other health experts coming on here and also sharing their experience because I also learn from you as well. So, and I know that the group appreciates it because they're probably tired of seeing me every single week.
No.
Yeah, Arabelle. Okay. So it was great just getting the change of things. And this is just, there's so many aspects of what a healthy lifestyle is. Most people don't know what health is in the first place. And that's what America's #1 problem is health illiteracy. So the #1 thing that you can do for your health is become educated. And I certainly wouldn't read it off of the internet. What I would do on the internet is I would look for doctors who are holistic doctors, practically, because they, like our Dr. Grisha, she is going more into functional. She wants to stay away from the drugs. Drugs are the last resort, whereas MDs, the traditional doctors that most of Americans go to, that's their first line of defense. They don't know anything about nutrition. They have one nutritional class and that's it. And they don't know anything about nutrition. They don't know anything about lifestyle. They have no clue about physiology, kinesiology, anything about exercise. And when you ask your doctor how to lose weight, he'll tell you to eat less and exercise more, but he won't give you anything specific. He'll give you that cursory advice. And you're like, okay, well, I'm doing that. And some of the people in the group are eating less and you are exercising, you're still not losing weight. And it's not because it's because your hormones are off. And all doctors want to do is they want to give you more and more medications. The medications are adding to the problems in the long run. They might help in the short run, but your body gets immune to that and it no longer works anymore. So therefore the doctor has to give you more medications or higher doses of what you're taking for you to get the same effect. So you clearly can see that the medications are not working. They're not managing your disease, and they're certainly not reversing your disease. So we need to look at holistic things, because your body is really designed to heal itself. And the foods that God, or if you don't believe in God, a superpower, or whatever Mother Nature has on this planet, the real thing that comes out of the ground, the things that come off the trees, these are the things that we have eaten for the last millions and millions of years. We haven't had diabetes until the 1990s is when diabetes really shot up. And it's because of our food supply. So we have to be smarter than listening to the media and listening to the food industry telling us what healthy food is, because all it is lies. It's all about selling their product. So be more educated, and having people like Karen and Jovi is becoming more and more knowledgeable with this stuff. Listen to the people who are healthy. Don't listen to people who are unhealthy and have diseases and telling you what to do, because then you're just following their track and you get the diseases that they have.
Absolutely. And Christopher, I just want to piggyback off of that. That's that when people or doctors or people who don't even, what we're doing something natural, we're doing something wholesome. And Christopher's right. We have food, we have an abundance of food. If you go to the grocery store, you should only be shopping the perimeter of the store. I look at it like if you go into the grocery store, into all those aisles, think about it. Everything there is made in a box, or it's processed or something. You want to shop the perimeter, go to the fresh vegetable section. You want to get over to like where you get some, wild sockeye, or you're buying organic chicken, antibiotic free, or you're buying, all that good meat. And then you're coming around, maybe you're going to have some kind of different alternative instead of, if you don't like yogurt, Greek yogurt, which is good, maybe get an alternative made from coconut, milk or something. Off the perimeter, you will live off those foods and feel better. When you wake up in the morning, and I was a culprit of it for years, raising children, I'd make raisin toast, right? Butter and a box of cereal and some orange juice. What did I do? I fed my kids all this sugar to school. And as I began to learn, try different things, you could take your leftover dinner last night and have it for breakfast. You have to start that first meal in the morning. That's going to be good. I know that Christopher does intermittent fasting, which I think is amazing. But whatever you're going to put first in your mouth to be real food. A donut, a bagel, toast, that's not it. You need to have something that's substantial for you. And when doctors tell you, I'm going to put you on this pill so you feel better, they're band-aiding your situation. Take the band-aid off, the problem is still there. I actually am partnered up with Dr. Grija. I will be doing the meditation, the yoga, and exercise through the wellness clinic. I partnered with her because of the fact medicine is the last resort. She can definitely prescribe medicine, but to her, you need to sleep well, you need to drink water, you need to get moving, and you need to be eating wholesome food. Your whole aspect on life is different, and the clients that I work with, my family that I work with, it's, it breaks my heart that as humans, we don't believe we can do it, or we don't see an immediate result. You take a pill, you're on that medication, you're gonna get those results. Your blood pressure will come down, your diabetic sugar levels will come down because you're on the pill. It's gonna be a little bit longer naturally, but the results are there. And it's all in our mind. All in our mind. I'll never forget, I take my brother to some of his different doctors, and he said to his neurologist, well, what should I be eating? And the doctor said, what did he say? He said, a basic, I forget the word he used, but he says, get moving, a little exercise, and just, basic healthy diet. That's what he said. And my brother, God bless my brother, said, what does a healthy diet mean? Even though I help him how to eat, but he's like, what does that mean? And the doctor said, I wasn't trained in that. But what they say, an apple a day keeps a doctor away. That was the advice from his neurologist, okay? That doesn't serve on how are you gonna eat. I know, it's crazy. So, we have to stop and think and be accountable for ourselves. And it's the biggest step right now is you being a part of this community. The bigger step is you caring and looking for an alternative way. That's your mindset. You're already on the right track. I encourage you literally from the bottom of my heart and my soul as a wellness practitioner to meditate is taking a couple of minutes to take those beautiful big breaths in, exhale out, do it a couple times a day. Make different choices on what you're eating. That's what we're here to help you with, and get that body moving. Some simple twists to help the body detoxify. It's so important, guys. If we're not going to the bathroom, those toxins are in our body and they're creating havoc. And then those free radicals that are all over now are even getting more toxic, and it's all over. And then we're feeling lethargic, we're tired, we're angry, we're emotional, we don't feel like doing anything. We start breaking out our skin. Our body is going to show you what's going on, but it's up to us to reach out for the help. And I'm not, I'm an expert in certain things and some things I'm not. I'm always learning from Jovi, from Christopher, from, any stories anyone tells me. We come together so that we unite on this healthy living movement, if you want to call it, of embracing what we have and how we can use it to apply to ourselves naturally. I commend all of you so much. You will see progress. Just stay consistent. Don't overwhelm yourself. Make a list. I have lists all the time. I write just my goal for the day. Drink my 4 water bottles. Get moving. Whatever it is. Meditate. For myself, I pray. My quiet time. So I'm so honored to be here. I look forward to doing some more yoga with you guys. The next time we get together, if everybody is able and you're able to be on the ground, we could do restorative practice that I could get us on our backs and do some more movements. But I know that you meet once a week on Wednesdays. It's amazing, but set your goals simple. Get moving every single day. Take your walk and get some twists in and add that water, some gentle fiber to your diet. And you'll see results.
Thank you, Karen.
Thank you for coming on, Karen. Thanks for everything, taking time out of your schedule. I know you're really busy, and explaining things to everybody over here. So more people hear the same thing over and over again. It gets into their brain. You hear it one time, you forget it. You hear it twice, you might remember it for a few minutes. You hear it over and over again, and it gets embedded in your brain. So that's one of my that I've been with this group is repeating myself over and over again, so it sticks in their brain. So
you
might take more time of everybody's night. I don't know what time it is, probably 8:30 or something. The sun's going down. But thank you for being a part of this, Karen. Thank you for having everybody on here and doing the yoga session. I think everybody benefited from it. And the more you do yoga, it took me a while to get used to it and do it more often, but it does make you feel better. So, and there's so many health benefits to it. So we're going to have Karen come on more regularly to help us with the yoga and a meditation as well. So we can get into a positive mindset and breaking you away from the stressful life that everybody has and coming into a safe, stress-free environment.
Yeah, absolutely. I look honored to be here with all of you. It's truly my passion in life that I've learned through my own anxiety and my own issues that I have, and for the people around me. That just on a funny note, I have 4 children, but my daughters are the funniest because I'm Italian. I'm a hothead. When I was raising them, I was a single mom, just screaming, yelling at them, trying to keep them on task. When I got my certification for yoga and became a yoga instructor, and they came to classes, they're like, "Who are you?" Like they saw this transformation in me where it literally yoga lifestyle. Do I still lose it? Of course. But my whole mindset is what really matters. I want to impact in the world. I want to feel good, help others, be an example to myself and others, whatever I can do positively. Literally, yoga has changed my life to living like a yogi, drinking my water, honoring myself, good self-talk. That's another thing. We'll do that in another session. But the way we speak to ourselves, I can say to myself, "Oh, I'm depressed. I don't feel good," or "I feel whatever." That's negative self-talk. Once you start acknowledging this is who you are and you're here right now, we're going to keep moving forward for positive lifestyle. It changes everything, guys. It's in your mind. So I can't wait for our next session together. Dr. Christopher, and set that up. And thank you for having me. And I enjoyed seeing all your beautiful faces and taking time for you to take care of yourself.
Perfect. All right. Thank you. Thank you. And everybody, thanks for joining and participating in this. It's going to make you feel better, I promise you. All right. So I'm going to get off here, and let you guys enjoy the rest of your night before the whole day is actually over. And we'll see each other next Wednesday, except for Joe's Martha. I'll see you guys on Sunday. Right?
Yes.
Yay.
Okay. I heard cricket.
Ability, consistency, and accountability. That's what we're all here for. So remember tonight, drink some extra water before you go to sleep. And as you're lying in bed, just place your palms up, take some beautiful breaths, hand on your right hand on your belly. Just do calm breath. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you,
You're
Chris.
Thank you.
Thank you, Karen.
You're welcome.
Thanks. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you. Loved it. This was good information.